I could hardly contain my excitement as I waited outside the school dates for my mom to pick me up. My friends were all excited for me too.
I can't believe you're finally going to see your mom. I know she's only been away a year, but it seems like forever.
I know, right? I'm so happy. I've really missed her.
Yeah, I know you've spoken to her every day, but it's not the same as having your mom there, is it? I can't imagine how I'd feel if my mom had to go away for a year. Anyway, she's back now, and in a few minutes, you'll get to see her.
I looked down the road trying to see if I could see her car coming. My stomach had butterflies and my heart was beating like mad. Come on, Mom, hurry up. Suddenly, this random woman walked up to me, put her arms around me, and gave me a big hug.
Hello, darling.
Who are you?
Marcia, what do you mean, who am I? I'm your mom.
My mouth fell open in shock. It was definitely my mom's voice. I would recognize that anywhere. But this woman looked nothing like my mom. I could hear my friends sniggering and whispering to each other.
God, she looks crazy. Have you seen how much plastic surgery she's had? I know, she looks so fake. Why would she do that to herself? She looks so weird.
My friends were right. My mom was unrecognizable. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't believe she would have had all that work done to herself. But before I go on, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to make sure you don't end up with a psycho mom like mine. I just wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible. So I pushed my mom into the car and jumped in beside her. I tried to block out the sounds of my friends and everyone else laughing, but it was impossible. As soon as we pulled away from the school gates, I started laying into my mom. What have you done to yourself?
What do you mean?
Are you serious? You've completely changed your appearance. I didn't even know you were my mom.
Oh, don't be so dramatic, Marcia. Sure, I've had a bit of work done, but I'm only trying to maintain my looks.
A bit of work? You've got to be joking. Have you looked in the mirror?
You're over-exaggerating now.
No, I'm not. All my friends could tell what you've done. Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. I just don't understand why you would want to do it.
Because I want to look young. No one wants to look old and wrinkly, do they?
But you've gone too far. Sure, an odd facial here and there, some good face cream, that's normal. But what you've done is far from normal.
Well, I think I look good.
We drove the rest of the way home in complete silence. So much for the happy reunion I was looking forward to. As soon as we got home, I ran into the house, pushing past my dad on the way, and stormed up to my room.
Marcia, what's the matter? What's going on?
I tried to ignore my dad, but he wouldn't let it go.
Come on, Marcia. Come back down and talk about whatever it is that's bothering you.
I went back down the stairs and told my dad what I was angry about. It's her!
Who?
Mom?
Why? What's wrong with Mom? Have you two had a fight?
Just look at her! Don't tell me you haven't noticed what she's done to herself.
I think she looks great.
You're kidding me, aren't you? It's like she went abroad and came back a different person.
No, I'm serious. I don't think your mom has ever looked better.
I couldn't believe that my dad was happy with the way she looked. You're probably just happy because she's got big boobs now. After those final words, I stormed back up to my room, slamming the door behind me. I laid on my bed and started ranting to myself. I was so mad with my mom. I started shaking with anger. How am I going to face anyone at school? I'm going to be a laughingstock. Oh God, my life couldn't be any worse right now. The first day back at school was awful. Every time I walked into a room, everybody suddenly stopped talking and just stared at me. I knew they were whispering about my mom. Of course, my friends didn't say anything. They tried to reassure me, but I knew they were lying.
She doesn't look that bad, Marcia. You know, everyone will soon get used to it and find something else to gossip about.
But I knew the only way to get them to stop talking and laughing about my mom was to keep her out of sight. So from that moment on, I made sure never to let my friends see me with my mom. I could tell that she was a bit upset not to be spending time with me, but it was her own fault. I told her I didn't want her picking me up from school anymore.
But why not, Marcia? We have so much time to make up for.
I like walking home with my friends.
Oh, okay then. If you're sure.
I am. Whenever she asked me to go out for dinner with her or to the shops, I always came up with some excuse or another. Oh, sorry, I've got plans. Or, I have so much homework to catch up on. You and Dad just go. And my friends were right. After a while, people stopped talking about my mom and found other stuff to gossip about. My life went back to normal, and I tried to forget about what my mom had done to herself. But then, one night, things blew up again. We were sitting having dinner together at home when Mom started talking about doing some more surgery.
I'm thinking of getting a rib removed. It will make my waist smaller.
I shook my head when I heard what she said. You can't do that. That's crazy.
No, it isn't. All the celebrities get it done. And look how good they look.
You are insane. I was so angry I jumped up, knocking my chair to the floor, and at the same time spilling a glass of water all over the table. That's enough now. You're going too far. I'm not going to let you do this to yourself.
What do you mean you're not going to let me? I can do whatever I want.
You can't do this. It's the most stupid idea I've ever heard.
Marcia, I am having this surgery done whether you like it or not.
You make me so mad. I can't talk to you about this anymore. I stormed out of the room and upstairs to my bedroom. As I lay on my bed, I couldn't stop thinking about what my mom was planning to do. I have to find a way to get her to stop doing all these crazy things to herself. Suddenly, it was like a light bulb had gone off in my head. I knew what I had to do. I decided I would devise a plan to trick my mom into not doing any more crazy surgeries or injecting anything into herself. I started searching through the internet, and finally I found what I was looking for. It was an advert for a company that hired out actors for any role you wanted them to perform. I contacted them and organized for someone to play a fake doctor. Then I found an office space to hire for a day. Once it was all set up, I told my mom all about it. Mom, you know what? I owe you an apology.
What for?
For trying to stop you from getting the surgery. I've thought about it, and you are right. It's your body, and you can do what you want with it.
I'm so happy to hear you say that, Marcia. I don't like fighting with you all the time.
Well, we're not going to fight anymore. In fact, I've even done some research, and I found the best doctor to perform your surgery.
Wow, that's great. Thank you, darling.
And that's not all. I've set up an appointment with him, and I'm going to come with you for it.
Oh, darling, you've made me so happy.
My mom came over and gave me a hug.
I've missed spending time with you. I'm happy you're going to come with me.
When the morning of my mom's appointment arrived, we set off in her car for the short drive into town. His office is on the corner opposite the post office.
Okay, we can park right outside then.
As we pulled up, I saw that the company had put up a golden sign on the wall outside the building. Dr. Brown, specialist in all plastic surgeries. This is the place right here. We knocked on the door, and when it opened, a man was standing there wearing a white coat.
Hello. You must be Marcia, and this is your mom?
Yes, it is.
Well, come in then. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I want to get a rib removed to make my waist look smaller.
Well, yes, of course I can help you with that. But have you heard about the latest discovery in the field of plastic surgery?
No, I haven't. What is it?
The doctor told my mom all about this amazing new serum that would make you look 20 years younger than what you were.
That sounds like just what I need. Where can I get it?
Oh, I can order it for you, but you will need to pay the costs up front, and it is very expensive.
Oh, don't worry about the price. I will pay anything if it makes me look younger.
Mom handed over a huge bunch of dollar bills, and the doctor told her to come back the same day the following week to have the treatment. When we left his office, Mom was so happy.
I can't believe you have done this for me, Marcia. I can't wait for next week to get the treatment.
You're welcome, Mom. I just want you to be happy. The following week when my mom went for the treatment, she was so excited.
How long will it take for me to see the results of the serum?
Oh, it shouldn't take long. You'll probably wake up in the morning and not even recognize yourself in the mirror.
Wow, that's quick. I can't wait to see the results.
But what my mom saw when she looked in the mirror the next morning didn't make her happy at all. The sound of my mom screaming woke me up from a deep sleep.
Ah! What's happened to my face?
I jumped out of bed and ran towards the bathroom. What I saw when I got there made me gasp with shock. Mom, what happened? You look terrible.
It must have been that serum. Oh my God, I'm going to kill that doctor.
My mom's face and body was one big red rash, and she had huge hives breaking out everywhere.
I can't go out there looking like this. What will people think of me?
Maybe it'll calm down in a little while. Don't panic. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But it wasn't fine, and it didn't calm down. If anything, it started getting worse.
I'm swelling up now. Right, that's it. I'm going straight to the doctor's office, and I'm gonna make him do something about it.
Okay, Mom, I'll come with you.
Thank you, Marcia. You're such a good girl.
Mom and I drove straight to the doctor's office. But you wouldn't believe what we found when we got there. The whole place was empty. The sign had been taken off the building, and the doctor was nowhere to be seen. My mom gave a sigh of despair.
Oh, Marcia, I've got a feeling we've been scammed.
I think you might be right, Mom.
I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, sure, I've heard all the horror stories of bad plastic surgeons, but I never thought it would happen to me.
It's not your fault, Mom. He seems so genuine.
Well, I've learned my lesson. As far as I'm concerned, all plastic surgeons are scammers. I'm not going to do anything else to my face or body.
I think you've made the right decision, Mom. You don't want something like this happening to you again. I was so happy. Finally, my mom had come to her senses. She wasn't going to have any more crazy procedures done to herself. And I bet you're wondering what caused my mom's face and body to react so badly to the serum. Well, the serum was actually harmless. All it was some coconut oil. The reason she had all the rashes and hives was because I had secretly been sprinkling shellfish and seafood into all of her food when she wasn't looking. You see, my mom has a severe allergy to all shellfish. I knew that if I gave her enough of it in the days leading up to her appointment, she would be sure to break out in a rash. I'm so happy my plan worked. At least now, I won't have to be embarrassed by anything else my mom might do to herself.